The WOC family. It's been a couple of days since I put a video out. How are you doing? Hope you're fine. Man, they're slowly opening things up. Hopefully you've been able to get out and breathe. Just breathe. I hope the first thing you do when you get outside is breathe. I've been able to do that, so I've been cheating quite a bit by getting outside and just enjoying. I love nature, so I've been able to get a sip of nature every day since this whole pandemic started. So hopefully things are easing up for you and your family, and you've been able to calm down a little bit, despite now the after effect is going to be a whole, well, it's not over yet, but at least now I think people can't just be too easy. Things are opening up or loosening up. But I think we need to now really think, not just running to do the next thing, but really think and then slowly figuring out what do we do moving forward. So I put a video, I think that was maybe YouTube, not the Facebook page. Well, this is gonna be going on YouTube. I've been posting on YouTube and then Facebook, because there are times, like I'm recording this now, I don't have the time to be able to do the Facebook Live. Sometimes it's too late, so I try to do it during the day, but some days I only have time to record at night. So when I do record at night, you still get the video, but just can't get it live. But it's still live. I don't edit anything. So I put a video out a couple weeks ago, several weeks ago now, talking about we loving ourselves, women, before having kids. And that's not to say that women don't love themselves before they have kids, but I think there are many of us out there who look for having or looking for ourselves to have children to love us, or feeling that if I have a child, that child can love me. And I remember a couple of friends in the past, I used to do, this was a while ago, but I used to do these yearly surveys, right? With people I know or people who know me. And then I would send out surveys asking them, mostly my girlfriends would respond, but some of my guy friends would respond too sometimes. But most of the ladies would be like, I think it's time that you have a child because you're so great with a kid and you have so much to give, blah, blah, blah. And I used to think, man, I'm still loving myself. Call me selfish, but I'm still loving myself because of my experience helping raise children. You have no life once you have a child. That life is all about that kid. And honey, I'm still not ready for that. I'm still loving myself. And I think if your goal is like me, to be able to inspire girls to go after their dreams and to be able to support them do that, I believe that you have to be in a place where you feel, I don't know if I can say completely happy, right? But at least to the extent that you understand it for yourself, you have to be completely fulfilled, right? And I don't mean having everything. In fact, for the past 5 years, all I've been doing is downloading my life. I've been trying to live in like no more than 5 suitcases. I'm getting there. It's currently 6. My goal is to really get it to 2. But for the past 5 years, I've been getting there. I've gotten rid of quite a lot. And most of the stuff I have, 2 suitcases of papers. So I feel good about that. But yeah, and I think, it could be different for everybody, whether it's spiritually, whether it's emotional, whether it's whatever that is for you. You need to make sure that whatever it is, before you can give yourself or share it, you can never give yourself to anyone because it's yours. You can share it before you share yourself with anybody. Whether it's a husband or a boyfriend or having a child. I think when it comes to a child, as women, we need to learn to give all but keep ourselves. And I think too many too many of us, because I see this in my mom and many other of my friends and family members who do have kids, is that they forget who they are. And I don't want to do that. I really don't want to do that. I want to be myself and still give to that child or that husband or that boyfriend. And I'm in a space where I'm still being selfish with my time because I'm still enjoying that. You know, for almost 20 years of my life, all I did was live with kids, take care of kids, and honey, I gotta enjoy me quite a bit. And I think whenever someone or that individual or that husband or that baby comes, at least they're gonna know they're gonna have all the love there is because I've loved myself enough. I meant what I put on that video from that perspective. Not that women don't love themselves before they have kids. I can't say that. I have no place to say that. But I think too many women, particularly when it comes to age, just being women as a whole, the pressure to have kids, and sometimes the generational things that really affect us, we don't get to address some of these things which get passed down. And I don't think that's healthy. I don't think that's fair to that child. And then, granted, there are times too we don't, processing those things are so hard, so we don't necessarily take the time to be able to do that. But I don't know if it's about healing, whatever that is for you, but I call it loving. It's about loving yourself enough to the point where you're ready to share that. And I think that's important. And yeah, some of my friends think that I've been doing enough of that. I don't think so. So with that said, that's my clarification for that video, because I got a question from some. Actually, I got two questions. So you know, folks who do not feel comfortable putting a comment, I have no problem, honey. You can put any comment you want out there. It won't hurt my feelings, but I will respond to it if I feel like, you know, it's important to respond to it. And I would gladly accept your comment and think about it and appreciate them, of course. But ultimately, don't be scared to share them. But I appreciated that email or that comment. It was more of a comment. But yeah, I'm not saying women don't love themselves before they have kids. I think so many broken pieces of us, and it's not just women, men too. I mean, the kids, you know, it takes, whether it's a sperm bank or however, it does take the woman egg and the, you know, the guy sperm to actually make a child. So it's not just the women, but the women get to carry, I think, the biggest part of that. And therefore, it's important for us to give ourselves the love, all the love we could possibly give ourselves. And then say, you know what? I'm okay with that. And, you know, God's time, or however you refer to your creator or whatever, is also important. But I think my Mother Nature, which is my thing, is an important piece of all this. But ultimately, it's you who's gonna have to make that decision. But again, I hope I clarified that on that video as far as loving yourself fully before you're giving it to a child, of sharing. I like to use the word share, because if you give it, then who's gonna raise that child? So but anyways, hopefully that clarifies it. Hope all is well, and you'll be getting another video soon. Until then, cheers.